Hello and welcome to Chapter 3 Homework. Okay, so with this one, we're going to try something different. I'm not going to go over the first three, because the first three in themselves are basically all the same. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do the biggest one for this chapter. So I'll go through all the journal entries and the T accounts and doing an adjusted trial balance. This way you get to see everything, and all you're doing is repeating the adjusted entries like I really want you to do. So more practice there. So starting off first, on December 15th, Aurora contracted to perform services for a client receiving $2,900 in advance. Okay. Aurora recorded this receipt of cash as unearned revenue. As of December 31st, Aurora has completed 1,300 of the services. Okay, cool. So this is our unearned, basically, deferred revenue adjustment. So remember with this, we have completed. So when we know we've completed something, that's service revenue. So we know it started unearned because this is the original transaction. So it's currently in unearned. So basically we've earned 1,300 of this amount that was paid in advance. So unearned has to go down, has to decrease due to us actually no longer owing this liability because we performed our job. And then of course, always gotta put our explanation. So that's not accrued. There we go. Okay. Part B. Aurora paid 2 months of rent, so this is prepaid, on December 1st. Assume that the prepaid rent balance as shown on the unadjusted trial balance represents the 2 months of rent paid on December 1st. Okay, so we need to look at the trial balance. So we're going to click here. There it is. And we're going to look at the prepaid. Okay. So she paid 2 months of rent on December 1st. So it's $2,200. So easy if we divide that amount by 2. I know yours is probably going to be different. So I'm going to do this on the calculator. So for 2 months of service, means for each month we paid $1,100. So prepaid rent has to show basically rent being paid at the end. So rent got paid, it's a credit. And what's the sister account again? If anything, drop the prepaid and add expense at the end. So now we have rent expense of $1,100. Same there with prepaid rent. Best thing to do with prepaids is always divide how much you paid by the term. So this way you can know per month basis. Helps you out figuring out what's going on. And this is to record rent expense. Check answer. We are perfectly good. And now we use $600 of office supplies. This is cool. It said used. This is not our ending balance because we used it. So we know our supplies expense is going to be our debit because again it's our sister account and expenses will always increase while office supplies is decreasing. Remember, it's an asset and thus decreases by a credit. Since it already gave us the used, we are okay. Now, if it said on hand, or our physical count was done on hand, we would have to take this amount and then subtract it by their amount and so forth and so on. So not too bad. Okay, depreciation for equipment is 300. Okay. Again, find our expense. There it is. You just put equipment at the end. Remember, for depreciation, it is always depreciation expense and accumulated depreciation. And again, they tell us on this one, we don't have to figure it out. Life is good. We're good to go. Oh, I forgot to put the explanation. That is my bad. Okay. So, Aurora receives a bill for December's online advertising. 700. Aurora will not pay the bill until January. And it wants us to use accounts payable. Okay. First off, we did incur advertising expense. We paid it off advertising. And since we said we're not going to pay it till January, we will always have a payable. So if we're always delaying a payment, we still owe it, and we still incurred the expense, so we have to put in the expense, and we have to put in the payable. Okay, and of course don't forget your explanation. Whoops. Okay. Oh, now they put in Aurora pays its employees on Monday for the previous week's wages. Its employees earned $6,000 for a 5-day work week. December 31st falls on Wednesday. So, first thing we have to do is figure out how much we earn per day. So, 6,000 divided by 5, 1,200. And since Wednesday is 3 days in a work week, we take that 1,200, times it by 3, and we owe 3,600. Again, since we haven't paid them yet, we do know first we have our expense, and since we have not paid them, it will be a payable. So we had 3,600. Okay. Again, if you need to, check the notes also, or if you get trouble, just send me a line. I'll help you out. And again, I keep forgetting these explanations all of a sudden. Okay, G. One. Kind. That's cool. So, it falls right here and covers up how many parts we got remaining. It's all good. On October 1st, Aurora agrees to provide a 4-month air system check. Okay? Beginning October 1st. Remember, this is December 31st. For a customer for $4,000. Okay? Aurora has completed the system check every month, but payment has not yet been received and no entries have been made. Okay, so we're earning this money. We haven't received any payments, but we're expected to receive it. So first off, we earn this money, so we know we're dealing with the revenue. And since we're expected to receive the cash, that's going to be accounts receivable. Again, this is our accrued revenue. But we haven't completed the whole job, so we cannot use the 4,000. Okay, so again, find it. It's a 4,000 4-month job, so we earn 1,000 each month. We have 3 months. So we earn 3,000. Okay, so again, we have to figure out how much that we actually have. So 3,000, 3,000. I gotta remember these explanations. I keep forgetting these. Okay, so next is to do the T accounts. So each one of these, we would have to do the T accounts for the adjusting. So post our adjusting entries, posting them A through G as posting references. First off, cash isn't used, accounts payable. Oh, cool. They have it right here. This is awesome. Click that to get the window. Then we can just go straight to them. Let's go unearned revenue. Was A. I wonder if they're the same. They are the same. Are they? I don't think they're the same. Okay, cool. They are the same. I did not know if they were going to be. Kind of caught me off guard. Okay. So, right here we find unearned revenue. There it is. This is A. It was our debit for 1,300. And of course, there's still balance. So, find our amount. 2,900 minus 1,300. We have 1,600. Okay. So, let's do it this way real quick. 7,500. Accounts payable. Did we have any accounts payable? We did on E. We increased. I'm actually just going to go right through the journal entries and find them. So E, how much did we increase by? 700. Okay. Do we have any more accounts payable? Nope. So we can do the balance real quick. 4,300. Okay. Move to next is service revenue. We have service revenue right here. For A, again, 1,300. Okay. See if there's any more. B does not. C, D, E, G does. G has more income. So G, 3,000. Okay. Total, 16,100 plus 1,300 plus 3,000. So we have 20,400. Okay, not bad. Again, you can hit check my work. Probably will not count off at any of those as we move forward. But this is just easy. I got the list here. All I have to do is look up and see if any of these have it. We are already done with A. B, no accounts receivable. We had G. G told us it was a debit for the 3,000. And for me, This one's a little bit easier to add. That's 22,400 and balance. Now we got salaries payable. We only had one, I think, that had salaries. There it is. That was a credit. This is F. For how much? 3,600. So there we go. Salaries expense. This was F for the 3,600. They have them right next to each other. Except this one actually had amount. So 3,900 plus 3,600. We're stuck with 75. Remember to always put the balance on the greater side. Prepaid rent. Right now we're crediting. That was B. And of course that was half. So I should have a balance basically of half. That one's an easy one. Alright, rent expense. That's a debit. B. For 1,100. Balance 1,100. So again, all you're doing is posting. So office supplies, that happens to be C. And that is going to be 600. Credit. So 1,500 minus 600. Of course, is 900. So again, larger than 2. 900. Balance. Boom. We did not do anything with common stock. Depreciation expense. We had this one in D. And we depreciated 300. Balance 300. Equipment. We don't make changes to equipment in adjusting. Same thing with dividends. Advertising expense. We should accrued some. Yep. And this was 700. So again, that looks like about 2,200. Let's make sure. Yep. See, this is a tedious part. Oh, it looks like we're done. Nope, there they are. I don't know why it didn't scroll down. I didn't feel like we were done. Okay, cumulative depreciation. There it is, part of D. It is a credit. And again, that was 300. Easy balance, 4,500. Balance. And then finish off with supplies expense, which supplies on C was again 600. Whew. That's really all we're doing is posting them. Okay, let's see what they're. Oh, I forgot to put the balance here. Went so fast. Forgot to do that. Okay, last thing that you have to do is, of course, put trial balance. So I'm going to actually take this. This has all my balances. It's actually not too bad. I thought it was actually going to have you fill out more. All you do is put the balance. So debit, accounts receivable, find that, 22,400, prepaid rent, good. Office supplies is 900, equipment, 20,000, accumulated depreciation, again, this is debit, this is credit. That's all you're doing is following along. So 4,300, salaries payable, 3,600, unearned, 16, common stock, 38,500. The only problem is you're going to eventually have to add them. So dividends, 9,300, revenue, 2,400, salaries, 75, then rent, appreciation, advertising, then finally supplies. Okay, so that's it right there. All we gotta do now is add them. I'm gonna actually add the credits because there's less numbers. So 4,500 plus 4,300 plus 36, 16, whoops, plus 38,500, and then 20,400. Okay, 72,900. And the reason why I know it's the same is because I copied and pasted everything from T accounts exactly like they are. So if I added all these, they should have been balanced. And they're done. And then of course you will answer the last one. What's next? So why would we have this adjusted trial balance? What are we going to do? And to be honest, that's it of chapter 3. Basically this was the big bad boy. And I went ahead and did this one so you can see everything. But the adjustings are exactly the same. They only use different scenarios in the first 3. So if you do this one and you're able to understand it, you're perfectly fine. Again, if you have questions, just let me know.